also like cake, Dan? You and me later? Yeah? So, something recently that happened to me. A good friend of mine, best friend, recently was dumped, which, anybody? Yeah. Okay. Listen, it's only gonna work if you all know the feeling. So, she calls me, and it's one of those situations where it's just like squeaks. Like, I'm like, oh, what's up? It's my girl. I didn't even know. Like, okay, I'll get the donuts and I'm on my way. So, every girl has their favorite cry spot, like, really dramatic. It can't just be your bed. It's gotta be like an empty bathtub, or like your kitchen floor, or something. Like, that's my favorite. I'm always just like, with the spices, the cereal. I just feel like that's a little more dramatic. Like, I feel like that really brings the point across that I'm devastated. I'm here, I can't even make it anywhere else. So, I get over to my friend's house, and she's on the stairs, which is, you know, that's respectable. I can't get up to everyone just on the stairs. And she goes into this thing where, because she's dumped, she doesn't deserve, like, the natural things that human beings deserve. Like, she's just so worthless. It's like I don't even know why I have feet, Jimmy. Like why I shouldn't even be able to walk anywhere if it's not into his arms. And I'm like, Stacey, you deserve feet. It's okay to walk. Now, heaven forbid you have a boyfriend at this time and he calls or texts. Don't answer it while this is happening. You know, you get a call from your boyfriend. She's like, is that Jake? Does he just love you so much? Are you just gonna have awesome sex later? You're like, no, I don't even like him. Meanwhile, Jake, naked in a cowboy hat, cannot wait to see you later, cowgirl. I don't even like him. I don't like Jake. This is gonna go one of two ways. You are either gonna stay here in this, you know, state of oblivion on the steps, where people don't deserve limbs, or my preference here is to rally, and you're gonna lead Stacey into her first one-night stand. Now, this is my plan of attack. Somebody? Yeah? Therapeutic. So, your options, she doesn't need a shirt, don't worry with that. Just, you know, we're going out, you go out on the town, and now it's your job as the friend to make sure of two things. You're gonna get her drunk enough that this can happen, but she's not gonna, like, faint or puke, because that'd be embarrassing. So, that would suck. And it's also your job to find a guy that's sleazy enough to sleep with the girl without a shirt on, but nice enough that there's no STDs, pregnancies involved, all that good stuff. So it's good if you have a friend on hold at this point. Like, you have that friend who's like a really nice guy, and like never had a girlfriend, never gets any action, and you're like, Mark, Stacey single. You know, so then you're just making little matches in heaven, all the pathetic people together. And off Stacey goes into her first one-night stand, which is great for her. Good for her. So you know where he lives, whatever. Now, me, when I'm in this situation, I'm always surprised that they, like, own things that human beings own. Like, I don't know what I think's behind the door, like a dark alley, or like the Batcave. Or like, you walk in and you're like, a refrigerator. Okay, a wall clock. Practical. You're like making mental notes, like, oh, he has magnets and napkins, and that means a mother's involved. So I'm feeling good. I'm in a normal living room in an apartment, which means it's probably on my campus, which means this guy's definitely in one of my classes, which is gonna be really awkward next week. But, so you get into the bedroom. Don't worry about the shirt. It's already off. And it comes to that point where you need protection. Now, what, as the female, is my job here? Because I don't want to be involved with this. Do I help? Do I look? Do I ignore it? Like, this is where I take time to, like, check out the art deco in the room. You, like, check out the poster of the girl, and she's, like, straddling a car with, like, a beer mug and, like, a sports jersey on. And you're like... Similar. check out like the wall calendar. You're like, racquetball, Tuesdays and Thursdays. My dad played. You test someone, say good luck. Oh, we're ready? Okay, all right, here we go. And how long is that really supposed to take? Because like, if it takes too long, you're like, this can't be going well. This is not. I don't trust this at all. I don't like this. Too fast, you're like, no, check again. I don't believe you. But, side note, okay, here's something that happened to me recently. Alright, so I just recently moved to Chicago. I'm in here for the summer, yeah? And I'm drinking like a lumberjack. Like, I'm not designed as one, but I'll pretend. And so I've gained a couple LBs. And I was hanging out with a guy. Things are getting pretty good. And I went to move a pillow, like I assumed was a throat pillow. And it's just like my body. It's just like my own thing that I've developed. It's like, what is this? And it's myself. In the way of myself. So. Nothing kills the mood fast enough. I just left. If my shirt's not coming off, no one's having fun, so thank you for the good times. Anyways, back to Stacy. So there she is. Whatever happens, magical things, fireworks, hopefully for her and Mark, maybe a new budding relationship, probably not. Probably just shame. So you wake up, you pick her up in the morning, she's wearing his like rock out with your cock out spring break 2010 shirt. She didn't have one. So you pick her up and you're like, yeah. This went well. You know. You high five, whatever, you eat more donuts, it's a good time. And then a month later, it's you and Stacy, and you're in the bathroom with a pregnancy test, and she's like, hope my daughter has feet. Thank you very much, you guys. I'm LeeLo.